welcome to Time Saver Meals. Today we're making teriyaki chicken bowls, which is the closest recipe I can find to a favorite restaurant from when I was in college, which was called Teriyaki Bowls. I didn't just do chicken, I was gonna say teriyaki chicken bowls, but teriyaki bowls. It was so famous, the line would be out the door. In fact, it was so good, my husband brought bowls for my roommate and I and his friend when we went on our very first date. Their first date never went anywhere, but our first date did. And so I have a special place in my heart for teriyaki chicken bowls. So right now we're going to make the marinade. My co-cook is Duke, yay! So we're gonna get her started on putting the ingredients in, and then we're going to whisk them. So first thing is, you need a cup of soy sauce. Cup of soy sauce. Go ahead and get that in. And while she's doing that, I'll add the other ingredients because we're also gonna put we should have done a cup of packed brown sugar first. But that's okay. And while we're cooking, you can't see off camera, Jordan's making the guacamole, or maybe making a bigger mess of, turn it sideways so it can get air, of doing the avocado. So you're gonna see her in and out. You've probably got a great view because I was trying to cut her off and she's making a mess. All right, so the first thing we need is a cup of soy sauce. We're gonna go ahead and put that in.
Well, it's still a cup.
It's still a cup. And there goes our first mess. Well, actually our first mess was Jordan.
Yes.
All right, and now
our second mess.
we need 4 tablespoons of lime juice. Now you can cut this in half if you want, but I do this because we're gonna do about 11 chicken thighs. And I like them to be coated. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, there we go, 4 tablespoons. Okay, babe, why don't you use this half one? It's all right, we're cleaning it. Use this half and do 2 packed brown sugar. Now you can make this with the red pepper and make it as spicy as you would like, or you can make it without the ground red pepper. I like ours to have a little kick, so I make ours with the ground red pepper, but change the red pepper to your taste. But first, the secret ingredient to this is curry powder. And it's a yellow curry powder. And we're gonna use 1 teaspoon. And it seems like it doesn't make sense, but it adds the perfect flavor and blend. And I couldn't taste the curry in it, but I'm a big fan of curry, so it wouldn't bug me. Not sure if you're not a fan of curry if it would bug you or not, but I totally loved it in this. The thing about Asian cooking, and especially Japanese, but Asian cooking is you have to get the proportions exactly right. If they're a little off, then it's not as good. It doesn't taste right. It tastes like it's off. So great. So we went ahead and we put the curry powder in, and we're gonna put garlic. And I know, there goes our fridge, which I think is better than the hum, but I'm cooking in the oven, I'm cooking lunch, so who knows, you might be hearing that. All right, garlic, I like to use crushed garlic because I don't like a mouthful of garlic. And if you're not like that and you don't care, I am going to add, I don't know, I like the garlic flavor, obviously, so I'm checking my notes here. I am gonna add 2 of these, 2 teaspoons. Actually, maybe 3. I'm trying to remember what I did last time. I think I just did 2. Actually, I think I did 3. Okay, we're settling on 3, and I'm sitting here talking about precision cooking. The garlic will be fine. It'll be great with it. It's more like the soy sauce, the brown sugar, and the lime juice. All right, and then we're going to put in a teaspoon ground red pepper to give it a good kick. All right, that's a half a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, and all we're waiting for is the garlic or the brown sugar. As you can see, this is a real quick marinade that you can just toss together. We'll let ours sit for, I don't know, 4 hours.
4 hours.
4.5. Yeah, we're gonna let it marinate. All right.
This is more than an hour.
Wait.
Mama,
Can you get it out?
yeah.
I just didn't want
Did
it
you
to
wash your
splatter.
hands? I did too. Good
Well, I
job.
just took a shower. Look at my hair.
Yeah.
Or we can just use your spoon.
Yeah, why didn't we do that?
It's stuck in there because we did the soy sauce. All right, tip. Do your brown sugar first, and then do your soy sauce. All right.
Look at our floor.
Our floor has brown sugar on it. Our cutting board has soy sauce on it. Our fridge is going off, and our oven is cooking. So it's like an everyday here at the doll household. All right, no, that's it.
Oh, well.
Just rinse that out. It has soy sauce on it. Don't put it back.
Okay.
All right, so we whisk this together,
Whoopsies.
and we're just gonna pour it in. This is frozen chicken. You can see that you kind of get a curry powder look on your bowl. Let's try and make sure and get everything in. This is chicken that I froze. You know, COVID-19, don't waste definitely anything, and I bought a big thing of chicken thighs. And frozen. So, all right, here we go. Make sure your bag is closed all the way, and then just marinate that. Oh, it looks like my bag has a hole in it. Elizabeth, come help me, quick. And it's another cooking
Disaster.
That's not a disaster.
Yeah.
It's a cooking issue.
And disaster.
Here I was trying to save a bag and be so thrifty, and now I have to use 2 in it. All right, there you go. Make sure your bag doesn't have a hole in it, and we'll see in a few minutes. Well, actually, in a few hours when we go ahead.
It's like a second.
For them, it's like a second. All right, well, we've got a big mess to clean up. We'll see you in just a little bit. Hi, welcome to Time Saver Meals with Rachel. I'm your host, Rachel. My co-host, Erin, Mr. Naughty, and my other co-host, Duke. Today has been a trying day already. This morning, we showed you how to do the marinade, but because things here have blown up, we need the whole family to get going because it is almost 6 o'clock. So Erin's gonna be cutting the broccoli. We're gonna roast the broccoli. We're gonna roast the cauliflower. I'm not sure if you can see in my camera. I have the rice over here. Can you still cut? I have the rice cooker over there, but with the rice already going. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remake the marinade and put it in the pan to cook for a sauce to go over the teriyaki chicken bowls. Because the reason is, you do not want to use the marinade your chicken is in unless you're absolutely 100% sure you cooked out all the bacteria. And I'm never 100% sure, and I'm a little bit neurotic, or a lot neurotic about bacteria in my food. So I never use the marinade over again. So I always make a fresh batch. So we're gonna half the marinade for the batch here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And Erin's gonna teach Elizabeth how to cut the broccoli.
She's doing a good job. Careful with your fingers.
Make sure and pack it. The measuring cup is packed. So 1/2 cup of that. Of brown sugar, a 1/2 cup of soy sauce. That will have to be recycled.
Perfect.
Okay. And we'll do, I think, 2 teaspoons, I have to think it through, of lime juice. Next. Alright. Duke was caught in the chaos of earlier. Are you feeling better, Duke? Are you? No, that would be a no. She does not feel better.
No, I feel fine.
Oh, you do?
Oh, no, me.
I got cauliflower in my
Can you do this?
Measuring
Like I said, I'm
spoons.
gonna do this one. Uh-oh.
It's
Fumble.
alright, we're gonna go ahead and rinse it. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. 2. Alright. Watch these lovely co-hosts while I go see real quick if we have more lime juice.
What I'm talking about.
Go ahead, give them some tips of wisdom, Aaron.
I have no tips of wisdom. Tips of broccoli.
No wisdom to share?
Tips of broccoli.
Alright. Thankfully, because I am neurotic,
Oops, sorry.
I buy extras, so I'll buy another one of these. Keep it in my cupboard. I'm lucky enough to have cupboard space where I can store extra food. All right. Then the curry powder. And we are going to do a half a teaspoon of curry powder. I don't have my glasses on. Half?
Yep,
Two old
that's
people.
half.
2 old people looking at it.
That's half.
You would have said that just so you could have been right.
I am right all the time.
He thinks he's right. But that is not the case. Alright.
That broccolini in your hair.
And, oh, I need to do the garlic, but first I'm going to do the red pepper. And we're going to just do a half a teaspoon. And then we're going to do the garlic.
Let's do this way.
About 1.5 teaspoons for that. And then we're gonna cook it. That needs to go to recycling. On the stove top so that it can thicken. And be more like, almost, if I do it right, hopefully,
Okay.
it'll be the texture of syrup, maple syrup. Or my favorite, Mrs. Butterworth's syrup. Alright, so we're gonna get the rest of this going. You don't need to see anything else. We're gonna grill the chicken. I turn this over about every hour. I like to usually marinate it the day before. I didn't, so, because you know, last night and tonight, things were a little bit crazy. So, it happened at 1 o'clock today after I showered. I've been trying to shower since 10. So, alright, we'll see you in a few minutes, or a few seconds. Okay, so we're back. Right now, Duke is stirring the sauce. It has been bubbling, but my husband keeps turning it down so it doesn't bubble. Which we need it to boil so it'll thicken. Elizabeth, baby, don't burn your arm. Okay. All right. So we're gonna bring this. You can see it boiled up. Can you see that in the pan, Jordan? Jordan's our camera woman. All right, so there we have it going. You can see it's bubbling nicely, and then we just kind of stir it. We don't want it, I turned it up too much, don't tell Daddy. He doesn't need to know. He was a little bit more accurate than I was. All right, so we have it here, Duke. We have it going. We're gonna let that just continue to bubble like that for a couple of minutes, and then as it cools, it will thicken into a sauce. You do not want to scorch this because of the brown sugar in there. The brown sugar will caramelize.
Like this?
No, that's what, yeah, like that on the pan. Will caramelize and create more of a caramel, too thick of a, it won't be sauce like, it'll be more like a caramel candy. All right. The chicken is almost done. Jordan, can you take that over and check the oven? Matthew, can you open that for her, please? So she can, or not, because Matthew's too busy making symbols with his ants. So you can see, oh, the heat came out. We're broiling the broccoli on high. You can see that it's nice and toasted on the broccoli. Jordan, do you want it a little bit more, or is this fine for you? It's fine. All right, oh, watch out, excuse me. We're gonna take that out.
Elizabeth, come here for a second.
Can you look down there and see what you see? I think the cauliflower. has quite a bit more. Can you lower it down a little bit more without burning it? Yeah, you can see that the tops of this aren't as toasted or as roasted. So we're gonna leave the cauliflower in for a few more minutes and then we'll be back. Okay, so Erin finished grilling the meat. It looks great. The broccoli and cauliflower are done. Elizabeth, can you just lift up the spoon and kind of, it's not as thick as it normally is because it's still cooling, but I don't want to wait for it to cool and have everything else get hot. It'll get a little bit thicker. So we're gonna go ahead and start plating Duke's plate first.
Yay.
So tonight has been a night. I think everyone has been mad at everyone. Mostly mad at me.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
But we're gonna serve dinner and we're gonna pretend like we're a happy family. Dang it. And that this is the best meal ever. Well, it is gonna be the best meal ever. But you might not be all super happy about it right now. So we're gonna take the rice and we're gonna put some chicken on it.
Are you okay to that?
Yeah.
And there's our
It's okay.
There we go. Thank you, Matthew. All right. Do you want more chicken than that, Elizabeth?
Hmm?
Do you want more chicken than that?
No, it's perfect.
Okay, great. And then we're gonna put some broccoli and cauliflower on it. And then we will top it with a little bit of sauce. Oops. And then we will be ready to eat.
Yummy.
All right. And Matthew, zoom in close for this delicious meal that if we can't be super happy, we will be happy at least eating.
Can I try
Can
it?
you see the, all right.
Okay, let me make sure it's good.
Oh, and we're gonna actually taste test it today. All right. Duke, slide over. What do you think? You got the piece of chicken. What do you
Good.
think? Good?
Needs more
Yeah.
sauce.
Needs more sauce. I thought it did.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for spending your time with us, and we hope you enjoy your teriyaki chicken bowls.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Duke admitted that the sauce was a little spicy, so use a lot less red ground pepper. We hope you enjoy.